not staying in the left lane on your driving test could result in a fail. I'm going to show you how to do it and why it's important. On your driving test, as in normal driving conditions, you should try and stay in the far left on a dual carriageway or a motorway. Not doing so could be marked as position normal driving. Even on a normal road, you should try and stay about a car door width away from the curb. Not too close, but not too far away. Obviously, you can't stay in the left if you've got an active bus lane or if road markings prohibit you in some way. But I want to show you why your mindset could cause you an issue, especially on your driving test. So I uploaded a clip, this clip the other week, asking people to comment on what my pupil had done wrong in this test. I only got one comment, but they were correct in what they had observed, which is what you see right here. As the pupil enters into the roundabout, they transition and move over into the right hand side lane about this point here, when there was no reason for them to do so whatsoever. In this next clip, the pupil also moves over into the right hand side lane. A little bit of a tricky situation. The examiner just avoided marking them down for a series at this point because they did pull in and there was no room in front and with the vehicle that was behind them. But this is a continuing thing with this pupil throughout this test. They're chopping and changing lanes, and they're going from the left hand side over to the right hand side. It causes a problem here because if they'd have been on the left hand side, they'd have been able to just keep on going and not get caught behind the white van in front. And they're here for quite some time when they could have been just making progress in the road. So here, again, it wasn't marked down as a fault because you can use the middle lane to turn left, but you didn't really need to. They should have stayed in the left-hand side, kept in the left-hand side near the island on the left-hand side, and entered or exited the roundabout into the left-hand side lane. Instead, at this point, they're just going to be moving back over to the left-hand side. But there is a mentality here of chopping and changing lanes when just staying in the left-hand side where you're supposed to be for normal travelling. If the pupil had just stayed in the left-hand side, they wouldn't have had that mentality of going back over to the right-hand side at this point. Just staying next to the curb on the left-hand side would have resolved many of the issues that my pupil faced in this test. As my pupil came down this stretch of road, they did move over, as you can see from the footage, into this outside lane, or the right hand side lane. We call it the right hand side lane. There's nothing inherently wrong with using this lane, especially if the left hand side lane is blocked or you are in the process of overtaking, especially if you're turning right, obviously. If you were to know where you were going, obviously, then, you know, and you were planning your route, then you could also use this lane as well. But at this point, as they came around the corner, they were blocked by traffic that was in this lane waiting to turn right and couldn't proceed ahead like so. Being in the left-hand side would have sorted that one out straight away. And then they moved over into this left-hand side lane. And just proceeded ahead. This is another area where people tend to switch lanes again. Obviously, you know, people are under stress, and they see a straight on arrow, especially on the right hand side, and they think that, oh, that's the right hand side arrow. They're not concentrating on where their lane is, they're seeing things outside of their lane. a lot of the time the traffic in front of them is blocking their view of their lane, and they see that right hand side lane and they see the arrow pointing straight ahead, and they think that they need to be going into that lane to do so, and that the left hand side will just be turning left. Obviously there's going to be many reasons, and you know, sometimes you'll ask a pupil why did they do something, and they'll just have no clue whatsoever of why they've done it, especially in test. We're about to come up to the roundabout that, if my pupil had had the right mindset about it, like, really would have made it much more easier for them to stay in the left hand side lane and not have had the issue that they had. As they come up to this bit, we can see on there the first exit looks like it's no through road. You can actually go into it, it's just an industrial area. And then there's the second left to where we were going, towards York and Beverley. They went into the middle lane. Stay in this left hand side lane. Of the two, they're both going the same direction. You can use both lanes to go in towards this second exit over towards Beverley and York. Just keep that mindset of staying on the left hand side lane, next to the curb on the left hand side. Again, next to that curb and next to this curb as well, and coming off in this lane. And then the pupil would not have had to go into that lane and then move off into this one. This whole chopping and change of lanes is really where they just weren't in the right mindset. Just stay on the left, keep on the left, keep next to the curb. If you come upon something where this is now a left hand side only turn, then then you'd only have to go left. As long as you did it correctly, you'd be fine. So just stay in a straight line and then follow it around, and picking up the curb on the left hand side again. Again, they could have used the right hand side lane, but you've had to approach that last roundabout in the right hand side lane, obviously without a right hand side signal on. The only reason realistically that you want to be using the right hand side lane is if you are turning right, or if the road markings tell you otherwise, or if you're overtaking traffic. As you can see now, I'm turning right. I'm in the right hand side lane, and this is why I'm in the right hand side lane, is because I'm turning right. It's as simple as that. If I wasn't turning right, I would have been in the left hand side lane. I'm going from the right hand side, I'm staying close to the roundabout, keeping in the right hand side lane, hatch markings, following those, coming back over towards the roundabout, following the signs as so. And we're going to be taking not this next exit here in front, but the exit just afterwards. So I'm going to be checking my mirrors over to the left hand side and exiting into the left hand side lane because it was safe to do so. So now here I'm moving over, I'm changing lanes because the vehicles on my left hand side are moving slower. So I am in the process of overtaking. Obviously I'm using this right hand side lane. The roundabout that we're going to come up to is the roundabout where they had the issue. Now the grey car is actually increasing its speed. You know, that's fine, okay. I'm going to stay in this lane just to show you the fact that you can use the right hand side lane to go straight on, especially if you're planning to be turning right shortly after, which I am going to be. So I'm in the right hand side lane, I'm staying on the right hand side next to the roundabout. I am mirror checking, signalling at this point. I'm coming off in the right hand side lane. If that said vehicle on the left hand side of me, this silver car, if it had done what my pupil had done, there would have been an incident, obviously. So now I know I'm going to be going right at the next roundabout, which is why it's okay for me to have used that right hand side lane, because I know the area and I'm planning my route. Keep an eye on the black car just here. Is it trying to come round? They do. Then coming off and again back into that left hand side lane. So again, the next roundabout, if I was going straight on here, I would have to actually use this lane, follow the white line just here and come into this middle bit to go straight on. Obviously that's the roundabout's telling me that I have to do that, and then I'd come over into that left hand side again, like here, such. So here we've got a kind of standard deviation away from that straight ahead path. The left hand side of the lane is basically separate. This is the left hand side lane of this road. Obviously you got the chevrons and the white, broken white line to our left hand side, so we just kind of treat this, that's just a left turn, this is now the road to go straight ahead, and it all can also go left, and the right hand side goes right. Okay, we're going to stay into that left hand side lane. Now obviously there's all this traffic building up, so I checked my mirror, I just came out a little bit, it was perfectly safe, and I'm coming back over into that left hand side, picking up the curb again. So again, now we've got another situation where we've got two lanes on approach, both lanes can go ahead, second exit. This lane can also go left, that lane on the right hand side can also go right. Just stay in, this is the easiest one, we just stay in, head towards the island, keep close next to the island, just come away from it, stay on the left hand side, don't cross this crack in the middle of the road, stay next to that side, and if you'd have been in the right hand side, you'd have been where the crack was just on your left hand side, and the white line is just on your left hand side. Remember, stay to the left hand side as much as you possibly can do. Stay to that left hand side. And again, if the left hand side then becomes a left only lane, well then just mirror check, pop your signal on and go left. If you go the wrong direction, do it safely. Don't go the right direction or the direction where you think somebody wants you to go and do it incorrectly. Always do it safe. Always stay on the left hand side as much as you can do. Hope that helps. I'll see you again in the next one. Stay safe, everyone.